Every single person who experiences homelessness is detrimentally impacted by misconceptions. I think the primary misconception is that homelessness is a primary driver for pollution, local pollution, and that's not accurate.
There can be biases, oh, these people must just be lazy, or they must just not care about the environment. If they did, then they would be cleaning up after themselves. And I think it's just more complicated than that.
When we oftentimes see people littering or behaving poorly in our creeks and areas, oftentimes we may just say all those people are homeless. And that may not be true.
Really, one of the biggest misconceptions that all the trash on the river is because of homeless camps. That's simply not true. Trash in the river is an equal opportunity thing. We see people who have millions of dollars in the bank leave trash on the river. And then we see folks who are homeless. Unfortunately, the homeless folks take a lot of the blame. I mean, we go to places in Santa Rosa where there are no homeless people, and there's trash on the streets, trash in the parking lot. So trash is unfortunately a universal problem. The homeless folks, by virtue of living on the river, just their trash is more proximate to the river.
People that are in homeless communities actually, are begging for a trash receptacle and would love to see sorted recycling and trash. Yes, give us the containers, we'll sort the stuff. And is everybody perfect at that? No. But there's a lot of people who really want that. They really want to respect the community. They want to respect the land.
People think of homeless encampments as affecting water quality. Well, where the homeless are camping is right next to where some of these farms maybe they don't have to use fertilizers and have cows. So the homeless folks are actually exposed to whatever's in the water too, right? It's a cycle.
So many people believe, oh, well, all those problems, all that trash and all that bacteria in the river, that must be those homeless people. Actually, studies are quite clear. It's dogs, it's cows, it's leaking septic tanks. It's hard to pick up the trace of homelessness. There are so many things that we consider normal, building homes, planting vineyards, things like that, that actually are equally bad for the river.
So many people in Sonoma County have this perception that homeless people are just dirty, that they're just messing up the land, that they're messing up the water.
It would be great if people knew that people who don't have a place to live care about the quality of their water and would love to have, their water be clean.
When it's homelessness, people are, trying to find ways to live and survive. People are stuck without restrooms. People are stuck without places to store their goods, places to dispose of their trash, fecal matter, and things like that. And all that ends up getting into our storm drain system or directly into our creeks.
The vast majority of people who are homeless would rather use a porta potty, than go down the creek, It's really in the public health interest and environmental health interest to have a reasonable facility where people can do what people's bodies need to do.
Public education, humanizing the individuals that are experiencing homelessness, the challenges that they face can go a long way in terms of breaking down people's assumptions and the kind of us versus them mentality, and just more relating to them as people.
Another way that we can kind of combat some of these stereotypes is through meeting people who are experiencing homelessness. And there are a lot of really safe ways to do that. I wouldn't recommend someone just go traipse off into an encampment necessarily, because that's someone else's personal space. But they can volunteer and really meet one-on-one and see the humanity in people who are experiencing homelessness and really realize that they're just like them.